Okay, for problem number 5, determine whether or not the transistor in the circuit below is in saturation. Assume that VCE is equal to 0.2 voltage. Okay, once VCE reaches its maximum value, the transistor is said to be in saturation. Okay, let us first determine for the IC saturation. Okay, for IC saturation is equal to VCC minus VCE saturation over RC. So input the values. So 10 voltages minus 0.2 voltage divided by 1 kilo ohms is equal to 9.8 mega amperes. So that is the value for IC saturation. Okay, for IB, the formula is IB is equal to VBB over VBE over RB. So input the given values. 3 voltages minus 7 voltages over 10 kilo ohms is equal to 2.3 over 10 kilo ohms. Therefore, IB is equal to 0.23 mega amperes. And now see if IB is large enough to produce IC sat. So okay, let us find for the IC. IC is equal to beta DC times IB. So input the given value. So 50 times 0.23 mega amperes times that's already input. 50 times 0.23 mega amperes is equal to 11.5 mega amperes. So those IC greater than IC saturation, therefore the transistor is saturated. So again, so we prove that IC is greater than IC saturated, so therefore the transistor is saturated. So now for the final answers, IC saturation is 9.8 mega amperes, for IB is equal to 0.3 mega amperes, and for the IC is equal to 11.5 amperes. That we prove that IC is greater than IC saturated, which means if IC is greater than the IC saturated, therefore the transistor is saturated.